Ugh, boy, that glare's tough. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me get this all set up here. Going live off my phone, and then I'm just gonna watch it for comments on my own channel on YouTube. So that's the plan anyway. Hey Matthew, what's up, buddy? Oh, it's hot today. It is hot. LTO, Jeep, Next Gen, what's up, buddy? Hey, if you haven't seen Next Gen's a video he did, I think he made it today. I don't know. I caught it. But he's got a nice video of his shop, how it's laid off, how it's so efficient. Looks pretty good. He did a lot of work to it. Stacy, Gather Together Homestead, how we doing? Johnny Ringo, Nick, Blake, Lane. It's been a while since we've done this, guys. It's been a long time. Definitely needing to get back out here and do one again. Been working like crazy, so I haven't had much time, but been busy, Blakely's nonstop. Got about a 60-hour weekend this week. Going to be about a 70-hour week this week, so pretty worn out. But I'll tell you what, literally just by watching Next Gen's video today got me excited to go out in my garage and start getting some stuff done. It really needs to happen. Really needs to happen. Matthew, Next Gen's been walleye fishing. He's been hammering them. Oh, cool, Jeep fam. If you don't want to share it on here, message me. Let me know what's going on. Yeah, LTO. It's the down season, so gets kind of slow. Nick C. All right, now I know who Nick C is. I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm pretty full, and I'm honestly thinking we're gonna do a video on one of those field to eat, how to find oysters, how to cook them, the whole shebang. Those suckers are good. Once I figured out how to cook oyster mushrooms and how to find them, I don't even go after morels anymore. It's not worth it for me, not even a little bit. Ruger, how we doing? Yeah, Next Gen. You got a mess to go through. You should see my mess. It's terrible. You've seen parts of it. But hopefully be doing some bow fishing here for too long as well. It's kind of tough in the summer months. Summer for me is when I really try to work as much hours as I can to prepare to take November off. I work during trapping season, but I try to take a majority of November off, at least 3 weeks vacation. And a lot of that's actually unpaid. So between not getting paid for a couple weeks and what this year's probably going to be about $2,000 in gas in a month, yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna need some money. Myron, how we doing? Jeep, I have not, but I haven't been on YouTube here for quite a while. Oh, gathered together. And that's the thing, I'd probably get in trouble by the people that showed me how to do it, how to find them, because I had no idea what they were until 2 years ago. I was just lucky enough. A couple guys at work were eating them, and I was like, "You're eating mushrooms," and this was like July. And he's like, "Yeah, we just found them the other day." And I mean, they were big and round, and I'm like, "Where'd you find mushrooms like that?" And then we started talking about them, and he even told me what to look for and where to find some, and I cooked them up, and I really thought I was going to see like purple flying unicorns or something, but man, they were good. They were good. Ben, I have not. I still got to put hooks on them. I have not had time to do any fishing. Literally, we took my kids. My daughter had some of her friends come over the other day, and they went fishing in the neighbor's pond. But we could take a bare hook for bluegill. I mean, there's just little things. But the couple of these kids had never gone fishing before in their life. One was 2. We had one at 4, and I think another one at 6. And they'd never fished for in their life. First time touching a fish, first time holding a pole. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cute to see. Oh, really, Ruger? If you're in my neck of woods through Thursday, on Saturday, you should go ahead and head out to Western Iowa for that trappers get together. Love to catch up with you, bud. Purgatory, how we doing? Oh, it's going. It's just busy. Life is so busy. You have to go get state testing this week. Ooh, LTO, that sounds fun. Yeah, Blakely's. Like I've said before, my biggest regret last year, one of them, was splitting up my coon and coyote trapping. I don't do a lot of coyote trapping, but I generally like to pick up, a good handful of coyotes on my road line. And I thought I would separate that. I'd hit coon really hard in November. Let's get some snow on the ground, and then I'll find 10 times as many coyote trails with that fresh snow, because that fresh snow will teach you everything. And it didn't work out well. And with gas the way it is, let's just hammer them both at once and move forward with it. Oh, I won't. I just seen the text pop up, but I won't. I haven't looked at it yet, but I won't till we get off of here. Pouring a patio, Ruger. Yeah, my wife's on me about getting the basement finished, but after watching a couple videos today, I'm ready to start trapping again. It's cool how I can still. The grass is getting pretty tall yet, but there's still a few spots where I can see the faint coon trails from last year. Just not many of them around right now. It'll be, late October when they really start popping again. Wow, Ruger, that is high. Wow. Last I knew it was like 90, I think. Lance from California, how we doing, buddy? So who all is going to trapping conventions this summer? Who all is going to the NTA? Who's going to the Iowa Trapper Association? What do you got going on in your state? Yeah, Lance, cheers for sure. Having a little drink tonight, but I got work tomorrow, so. Johnny 160 in Montana. Wow. Dredger, I put this video up just for you, buddy. No, it's been a while, so I'm glad I finally got on here to get something done, but. Oh, Blakely's. Oh, I'd have killed the cat. Oh. Don't have that there, Lance. Yeah, Blakely's. I knew you aren't going to the NTA anymore. Patrick, going to Lawrence? I really wanted to go to Lawrence. I thought it'd been a good time, but I'm too committed with other things. NTA's gas pending right now, next gen. Yeah, that's gonna be a long weekend. That's gonna be a really long weekend. Ruger, oh boy. I go down to Red Rock. That's where I plan to go down and do some bow fishing later on. It's not terribly far from my place. It's within a couple hours, but Winterset, that's where John Wayne was born. They got some cool museums and stuff like that down there, but other than that, I couldn't really tell you, bud. Last time I was in Winterset, I drove through it to do a roofing job here a couple weeks ago, but that was about it. Hey, Eric, how we doing? Oh, Ben, yeah, I wish I knew when the Lawrence was. It's in June. I know that. It's coming up. Hey, Dredger, you gotta take the money where you can, buddy. Um, I mean, nothing wrong with doing some side jobs. Yeah, Mauler. Hey, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Uh, yeah, the ITA is gonna be fun, especially hanging out around Possum's camper. We always tend to have a good time, cut loose. I don't think I'm getting a hotel for the Iowa one, Mauler. I might have to just sweet talk Possum and let me sleep in the box of his truck or something. Ben, you headed out of here? Oh, cool, Boxy. I hope you do make the NTA, man. I'd really like to meet you in person. Definitely hope you can make it. Mike Sorensen, how we doing? Yeah, Mahler, I'm sure he does. He's a very generous guy, so uh, I just, I mean, it's not crazy far from home, but I really don't want to tie a good one on Friday night and then have to drive home. So, depending on wife's schedule, I get that, Patrick. We had kind of a pretty big conflict for my NTA. Saturday night, my wife's one of her best friends gets married. Uh, and I will be in Lima, Ohio, Saturday. So she's a bridesmaid in this wedding, and I'm not even going to be there. So uh, it's too bad, but she's letting me go. That's all. That's what matters, and it's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to Lima. Lima's going to be good. Huh, Ruger? No. I wish that the little bit of odds and end fur that I still got here right now is kind of been put on the back burner. Yeah, Mahler, absolutely. You know, the Iowa Trap Association, um, I guess we kind of call it the, I don't know, is when that's what's so cool. Like, what helped me as a trapper, I used to go to the Iowa Trapper Association convention, and I had it planned out for months what I needed, what I was going to be there for, what demos I was going to be there to watch. And I knew nobody at all, absolutely nobody. Um, Kind of a fun story I'm going to tell y'all. I'm outside my hotel room. I got there the night before. I can't think of where it was. Somewhere up in northeast Iowa. I'm sitting on my tailgate having a drink the night before, just pumped. I'm so excited for this trapping convention. And this couple and their daughter pulls up next to me, and I was wearing a fur harvester shirt on. And he's like, "Oh, here for the trapping convention?" Boom, instantly. We just started bullshitting, just talking trapping. It ended up being what now is my good buddy John Lentz. But told him who I was, and we kind of went our own separate ways that night. Next day, I go to the convention, grab some stuff I want, go back to the hotel room because I still don't know anybody really. Hanging out in the hotel room, and the hotel phone rings in my room, and I was like, "Who in the heck could be calling my hotel room?" I'm sitting here by myself. I'm not partying it up, not any complaints. And it was John Lentz, who I'd met night four, and they had a little powwow group get together Friday nights, just talking trapping. And he called me and said, "Get my ass back out there. We're gonna hang out and you're gonna learn some stuff." And that night, I wish I had pen and paper with me because there was so much knowledge. Some of the top raccoon trappers in the state were there, and I've forgotten 95% of it just because I was just so blown away by it. Uh, I really wish I could have wrote some of that stuff down. But ever since then, I started meeting people and getting to know the community a little better. And now I got a bunch of guys that I always hang out with and meet at, and we kind of get together at the conventions, and it's just awesome. It's awesome. Scab, yeah, I've kind of been off the radar a bit. Yeah, Patrick, I get it. Hey, Dale, how we doing, buddy? Blakely's, I thought about it, but I got so much stuff going on. Uh, I honestly thought about going out to the Nebraska one as well, but just don't have enough time. I've got so much stuff to get. my equipment ready for next year. I'm still barely started on this basement my wife wants me to finish. It's just too much going on right now. Did you, Eric? Good deal, buddy. Good deal. Ruger, that's awesome. 2 weeks vacation. I am pretty much out of vacation for the year. Ottercat. I thought we blocked Ottercat. Why is he back on here? Oh, yeah, it's been a while. Figure out to get together, talk to you guys a little bit, see what's going on. Figure out who's talking trapping right now, who thinks it's way too early for trapping. It's fishing time. Uh, everyone has their things. So Dale, you're probably pretty deep into the lure and bait making right now, aren't you? Now all the trapping's done and everything. Patrick, fishing time is scouting time for trapping. Not for me, because that's around water, and I don't want to trap water. Other than me beating Ottercat on the mink, I'm still going to avoid the water. Oh, cool, Ruger. Happy 20-year anniversary, buddy. Yeah, Boxy, and that's the thing. So I drive the same road for the last 17 years to work and back. And even now, I'm still looking. I wonder if there'll be a coon trail there this year. I've never looked at this spot. Let's check this one out. I've never been down that road, and that could be a good road. It's every single day, every day. Oh, cool, Dale. I wasn't. Yeah, you did tell me that you're going to Lawrence. Nice, Gab. Awesome. Mike, I like the way you guys think. Oh, Eric, don't feel bad. All my traps are still in a heap of a mess right now. Um, I kind of laughed at that when I saw Next Gen's video where he had one little tote of a mess, and it's like my entire garage looks like that right now. A 28 by 50 shop that looks like that. So I got plenty of work to do. Oh, cool, Dale. What demos are you doing at Lawrence? Yeah, Boxy, I get it. Mine's just a pile. And I looked at Next Gen's his pile. Yeah, it's gonna take him probably an hour. My pile is like half the size of this room of a mess with cable anchors. That's the one downfall that I have with pogos, and an even worse downfall with that long pogo anchoring system I run on 220s. I love that 5 foot extension. You get some down out of the trail, but now you've got 5 foot of cable to tangle up. It sucks. Oh, cool, Dale. I've never seen a byproduct demo. That's pretty awesome. Um, Pretty neat though, especially with you in the bait and lure. You could definitely show them what they can use on the side as well. Scab. Yeah, Next Gen. Don't be like me and procrastinate and be like, all right, it's October. Better start getting it done. Patrick, I'm assuming what he's referring to, and Dale probably comment too, is more of the meat, maybe skulls that you could sell off them, glands that you can harvest out of them, things like that. If you're anywhere near Kansas, you definitely check it out. Ooh, good question, Johnny Ringo. Anyone on here know where he can get fiberglass rods for muskrats and beaver? The Hag system. I have a tough time finding that stuff too. I know there's a couple people that have them on occasion, but it seems to be pretty tough. Yeah, Boxy, the way I look at it, I literally am probably going to have 40 hours untangling traps and equipment. Yeah, Ruger, out of sight, out of mind. I'm better off just to sell everything for half price and just buy new. Let somebody else mess with it. That's right, Dale. Yeah, there's a market. You know, I tell people there's a market for a lot more than just fur here, guys, but a lot of people don't understand that. Justin Stein, Sunday night. What's Sunday night? I think today's Monday, isn't it? Oh, yeah, happy Memorial Day, guys. Yeah, it is Monday. I work today. That's right. Otter cat popcorn's a good bait for mink. I'm not saying it's not, but I've never heard it. If Dale says it is, then I know you're not just trying to screw me over. Tractor Supply sells them. There you go, Johnny. Tractor Supply, I guess. Never heard that. Oh, you're good, Briar. I've been swamped, buddy. Long week, about 60 hours this week. Next week's probably gonna be about 70, maybe even 75. So Blakely's. Oh, you have to buy them from him himself. Gotcha. Everything local is 5/16. Huh. That's interesting, AutoCat. Yeah, Scab. For me, for beaver, I'll stick with my rebar. Um, Nothing wrong with the fiberglass. To be honest with you, I've never used them. I think they'd work good, but for the price and setting them all up, I'll stick with what I got with the rebar. Gary Downs, how we doing, buddy? Ruger, I think we are right at $4.20 a gallon. My truck had a quarter tank in it. I put $90 in it. And here's what I'm gonna say. Not to get into this whole debate on gas prices. They suck and they're terrible, but no matter what, I have to pay it. So I don't complain about them too much. I mean, I'll sit there and, man, they're high. That sucks. But I'm not going to go on a rant on it because I have to have fuel. I have to get to work. And even if they hit $6, $7 a gallon, I'm still trapping every day in November, just as hard as I ever have. That'll promise you. That just means I got to bank and prepare myself, do my homework, get more saved up before it happens. I'm not too worried about it. I'm prepared to go up to $6 a gallon if I need to for trapping. But that's just me. A lot of people probably bow down this year because of 420, and I get it, and I understand that. But for me, it's still worth it. Jeep fam. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh yeah, bro, it wouldn't surprise me. There's a lot of farmers shoot coyotes around here off the tractor. Oh, Curtis, that'd be all right. 36 hours. Yeah, we're actually we're really slow at work right now. I have to really push to get these extra hours. But that's generally what I do is all summer long make as much money as I can to financially prepare for season. Jeff, I don't believe he does. Um, I could text him here in a little bit though and see 4:15 in Arkansas. Yeah, I get it. I get it, Blakely's. Yeah, Scab, I've had him bend my rebar several times. Uh, it sucks, but I don't. I've had a couple beaver they pull the bottom end up, but that's why I stake the top end pretty well. Yep, I'd agree with that, Dale. Uh, I kind of look at that in a double-edged sword in a way. Um, there's two ways to look at it. Like for now, the way you're talking, gas prices are high, and I would completely agree with you. If competition were to come up for some reason, I personally would set less and cover more ground and try to beat somebody else to it, if that makes sense. But that's just me and my thought process. If coon were $20 again and I had 10 people around me, I'm going to set 1 to 2 traps in every trail that I can and cover a lot of ground versus set 3 at every location. Um, and then I go to pull and move and find out somebody's already been there. Just kind of my thoughts on it. Uh, everyone has their own taste too. What are your thoughts? Nice, Otter Cat. Ooh, Dredger, yeah, you're up there. Ruger, here in Iowa, I have 2 weeks to pre-stake. That means my trap and anchoring system can go in the ground 2 weeks from trapping season. Uh, and I take full advantage of that. I'm out there waiting 2 weeks ahead of time for 8 o'clock in the morning to come up, and I'm staking gear. I've already got everything marked. I got my trails marked on my GPS. I know where I'm going, how I'm doing it, how many traps at every location, what kind of traps, and I'm setting as hard and as fast as I can. And I do know for a fact this year that I'm going to have more competition than I did last year, um, just because of my YouTube. But it's part of it. It's part of it. Make me a better trapper, and hopefully I can make them one too. Hey, Slayer. Yeah, that makes sense too, Dale. That does make sense. That's kind of an aspect I guess I wouldn't have thought of, but I have, and Dale, I'm sure you know about this trapping in the what I would call the real competitive times. You do anything you can to find the edge. I've set traps before, and when I had competition, they would come and set the trail closer to the timber than me on both sides and block me out. And I've done the same thing to them before. It's important to have that edge. If I have competition and we're both setting on the same day, I almost want to be there after him because I can set my stuff around him and box him out in a way if I need to. Some people really frown on that and they look down on it, but it's part of the competitiveness. We literally, before me and my competition that just got out of it a couple years ago, we leapfrogged down a road. I would pass him and go 100 yards, make a set. He would go past me 100 yards and make a set. And within that 2 weeks, we both came through later and set around the other one's stuff. And those sets were better than we were rushing ourselves to beat the other one, if that makes sense. So I would actually rather be the second person to come through if I'm there the same day that they are. Yeah, Ruger, it's a pretty cool thing we have. Definitely very thankful for that Iowa has it. Oh, Briar, yeah, that would suck. Jeep, I don't think we know yet. I know her design is in the final, what was it, 6? And I don't think we find out until middle of June, maybe. I'd have to ask her. If she gets in here in a little bit, I'll ask her. I don't know if she is or not, but Michael, how we doing, buddy? All right, Blakely, you have a good night, buddy. Thanks for stopping in, man. Yeah, Dale, and that's just part of it. It's people look at that as being mean or rude, but as long as you're not touching their equipment and don't set stuff that can tangle with each other, there's nothing wrong with it. It's all fair. It's all fair game. It's public ground. It's no different than you hanging a tree stand in a tree and somebody else coming up 10 yards from you hanging a deer stand in a tree. He has every right to be there too. Yeah, we're still kicking, Ken. We're struggling a little bit, but we're still here. Ruger, I don't have many right now. I have virtually none. I've actually gotten a little bit of criticism for it of, yeah, you wouldn't survive in the fur boom, and in a sense they're right, because my stuff is so visible most of the time. It's out in the open, and you couldn't do that 30 years ago, 40 years ago. You just couldn't, and I know that, but right now I can. And if things change, I would have to get a little more discreet and subtle about it. But I don't have to right now, so why would I? But right now, I know one kid that's coming to my area through YouTube that kind of found out where I was. Kind of frustrating, but is what it is. And I got a couple other guys that are in my area that started trapping this year, and they plan to get bigger and expand, which is great. But realistically, I have nothing. Very, very little competition in my area. I would say in my county and every county around me that I trap in, I'm going to run into 5 or 6 people, probably at best. So, pretty low. Hey, Squirrely, we're getting by, buddy. I will, Ottercat. I think she's planning on it. She's actually the one that told me to do it tonight. She's like, it's been a while since you've been live. Maybe we should do that. I'm like, yeah, I'm just worn out. So, hey, Michael, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, buddy. And Briar, that's the thing. Competition makes all of us better. If I was, say I was an athlete, which clearly I'm not, but say I ran the 200-meter dash. With no one there to push you and make you better, you're never going to improve. But by having that competition, you're constantly looking to become better, find that edge, become a better trapper, and that will make you hone your skills. I welcome it. I mean, it can be challenging and frustrating, but it makes you a better trapper. Exactly, Dale. And that's when I have stuff stolen. I just say, oh, it's gone. Okay. Cross it off the sheet and keep moving. I can't sit there and be upset about it. I can't sit there and spend all day thinking about it, because then my head's not in the game. And if you want numbers, you have to have that mental push to go after numbers. For that high school kid that bought 6 traps and goes out and loses 2 of them the first night, it's catastrophic. And I get it. And I 100% understand. I hated it too. But for me, what I'm doing, I'm planning on losing 10% every year. I base everything off of that. All right, we set 400 dog proof, so I'm going to lose 40 of them at least. Last few years I've come out ahead of that by a lot. This year was kind of close, but I constantly think at least 10%. Yeah, Ruger, there's a few of us around just so far in between. You got rain over there, Michael? I don't think it's raining here yet, but it might be later. Hey, Jesse, how we doing, buddy? We're getting by. Just busy. A lot of stuff going on. Trying to get ready for everything. It's just not working out. Oh, Dredger, yeah, that sucks, man. Ottercat. Yeah. Yeah, I've jumped a few fences in my day too, but not like I used to. Yeah, Briar, exactly. Next gen, you lost 2 dozen. Yeah, and that happens, man. As you're aware of this, like you said in your video, You went from 150 some coon to 608 this year. There is a huge difference in what you have to do for mental preparation, physical preparation, and everything else in between to go from that number to that number. And you have to be able to process defeats and losing stuff. Hey, Jeremy, how we doing? Yeah, I get it, Scab. It's raining. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it, buddy. Big rain's been here. Huh. Nope. We've got nothing as of now. Yeah, he does. When he makes an appearance, we all know it. Thanks, buddy. Jesse, I did all right. All things considered. Oh shoot, what was the actual number now? I got it wrote down. It's been a while since I talked about it. But with everything I sold, I was over $10 a piece on coon with all my markets across the board. The fur itself wasn't that good. 535. Don't quote me on that because I don't have my sheet in here. Yeah, next gen, you get some 85s taken. I lost 2 this year, and it sucks, man. It really does. But you just got to keep pushing. You gotta get through it. Just like a flat tire or anything else, you can't let it ruin it. All right, Squirrely, take care, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Huh, that's interesting, Briar. I can also say I don't think I've lost. I did have one dog proof last year that I had a feeling got pulled by an animal. That was it. So Dale, you got any pointers for me? I'm doing a demo at the NTA this year. Any pointers for me? Pretty nervous about it. Yeah, Jesse, it is sad. It's never good, that's for sure. Boxy hit 90 here today. That's just too damn hot. Ideally for me, the perfect temperature outside of trapping season, I never want to see it break 60. That'd be perfect. Pointer, act like I know what I'm doing. See, that's the hard part. That's the hard part, Scab. I don't know what to do with my hands. Oh, yeah, we'll see. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, but definitely something new. Briar 50 for you. Yeah. No, it's just, I don't do heat, especially working in a giant freezer. It does not do well for me. That's awesome, Vet. That is some good money. I averaged 1175, I think, in 2013. That was pretty awesome, but $6 back in the 60s is worth a lot more than the 11 here now. Oh, Boxy, that's too hot. I'm sweating at that point. Thanks, Dale. Don't mess up. Oh, Ottercat. Oh, with the slam. Yeah, I know, I know. Yeah, Johnny. I'm just trying to, what my biggest point or struggle with is like, what are people wanting to know? When someone goes, okay, I'll ask you guys, when you guys go to a trapping demo for something, what are you wanting to know? Um, for me, like I was mostly fascinated by what to look for and where to find sign and where to set versus how to make a set. I've always been fascinated by where you're finding those locations, kind of like Dale's Bobcat video. Tell you what, Dale, or if someone else on here wants to post it, Dale Billingsley made a really good Bobcat video that shows a lot of location on it. That'd be a good one for you guys want to watch something about Bobcats. But to me, that's always what fascinated me. But maybe other people just want to see, equipment used. It's kind of everyone has their own thoughts on it. Ugh, Hillsman, that's hot. Jeremy, that is awesome. Jeremy caught a male otter this spring after asking for help tips from this chat. Thank you all so much. 42 inches, and your dad received it for his help this year. That is awesome, Jeremy. That is so cool. That makes me happy to hear, man. That makes everything I'm doing here worth it. If you guys can connect and teach and learn from each other, that makes my day right there. Johnny wants to see it from ground zero. I get that. Well, Briar, come on up. Come to Lima. There'll be a lot of us there, I think. Yeah, you're probably right, Dale. Otter cat. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Scab, that's terrible. That's just terrible. Okay, Dredger. Oh, the screen's too low. Sorry. You're gonna you're gonna have to pay double for that kind of action. Oh, that's funny. Oh, really, Dale? Um, if someone can post a link to Dale's page, if you guys aren't on board with his YouTube channel, you need to. The man has made literally trapping videos in the past. Guy definitely knows his stuff. Jeep, looking forward to seeing you there, buddy. It's gonna be a good time. Briar, it is the 28th through 30th of July. You're right. Yeah, exactly. No, Scab, I can do that in 60 degrees. I actually got made fun of the other day at work. I was loading a semi in 37 degrees weather, and I was still in a cutoff because I was moving hard enough. Okay, Donald, I like that. That's good. That's good. Hey, thanks, Gab. There you go. If you're not following Dale Billings on his channel, there it is, guys. Check it out. You definitely won't be disappointed. Dale, did you say you're making the NTA? I thought you said you were, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, Boxy Scab beat you by just a hair there. Tell you what, Jeep fam, you can just bring your credit card. I'll show you where to swipe it. Uh, cool, Jeremy. Yeah, and that's, it's people like Dale here that I can sit here, and I've talked to Dale, especially during trapping season. I'd bounce ideas off him, ask him his opinion on things, and it's because a lot of people like that. Like I shared that story a little bit ago, for you guys that were here several years ago when I kind of got into a group of people that were talking trapping Friday night at a fire pit after the convention was over for the day, sitting there and picking the brains and learning from these top trappers. Demos are awesome, videos are awesome. Sitting there talking to what I would call a professional trapper one on one and asking them opinions on scenarios, weather conditions, and how it affects things. That is huge. That was kind of my turning point of I'm going to do this and I'm going to hit it hard just by learning so much from people like this. Yeah, it's been a while since I did a live. Last time I did a live, freaking Scab and Dan hijacked my channel for a while. How am I coming through, guys? Am I all blurry and messed up? Because right now I'm doing this on my phone and watching on the desktop the comments, and it looks blurry as hell on there, but I know our internet's junk here. You're not wrong, Johnny. You're not wrong. Ah, I appreciate it. Good. I needed that. It's been a long, like, 8 days in a row at work, so I needed that. I'm always a little fuzzy. Ottercat, I just now finished my first drink. I've only had one. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that glare. Uh-oh. Man down. That might be a little better. Yeah, we can make this work, I think. Patrick, if I turn off the lights, it's pitch black in here. It's pitch black, so I think it's a little better anyway. Maybe. Maybe not. So, is anybody going after a new species next year? Is anyone trying for a certain goal, certain numbers? What's everyone's thoughts? What's going on? What's your plans? I'm curious, guys. Hey, A and C, long time no chat, buddy. How you been, man? It's been a while. I'm gonna go get another drink. Just for a little tip for you guys there. Just been busy. Yeah, I get that, AC. Wow, Donald, I'm jealous of that. I've never been in the presence of those guys by any means, but that's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Wow, next gen. That's a hell of a goal, buddy. Jeremy, that's awesome. Learning from your mistakes. Take note of that, people. Uh, Even the best trappers in the world learn and try to get better. You'll never know it all. You'll never have everything. Always learn and evolve and make things match your technique and your style. Wow, Johnny, that's awesome. That would be cool. Yeah, Scab, I get it. Jeep fam, that'd be a good question for Dale. He'd probably know. Uh, I know the quills. Some people buy the quills. I don't know much about the meat. Um, the skulls. Heck, I'd be interested in buying some of the skulls from you. Going after more rats. I like that, ANC. Next gen, I'll reach when I swing up there tomorrow and see. I'll tell them how you're planning on hitting some pretty big numbers. Ruger, I think I ended up with 54, so pretty far reach from my goal. But this is only my second year road lining beaver, so I wanted 100. Fell just over half of it. I got half of it, but that's all right. I'm gonna push harder until I eventually get it. Just like I did with my 1,000 raccoon goal. I shot for that for 5 years, 6 years before I even hit it. Might have been longer than that. Might have been 8. I don't know. It's just one big blurry beating. There you go, Briar. That's awesome. Yeah, Eric, something about spring beaver trapping. It is so much fun. Yeah, Donald, that's a good way to look at it. But if you repeat it, then it's a mistake. Is how I'd look at it. If you make the same, if you do it twice, then I'd call it a mistake. But yeah, there's definitely learning curves for everybody. There you go, Jeep fam. The hair and skulls are worth money. Yeah, Ruger, considering I don't like water, I'm happy with it. I think my biggest, and again, things to learn and improve on for next year, the weather killed me. I love my drowning rods, but by using a drowning rod, I limit where I can take that trap as far as water levels, moving it up or down. And I'd set the traps, I'd get one check out of it, and then they'd be under 5 feet of water for 3 or 4 days. Then I'd check it again, catch beaver maybe, reset it, it'd rain. Instead of checking it every other day, like my plan was, I think I only had 6 checks, 6 or 7 checks out of 3 weeks. I trapped beaver, something like that. It was bad. Versus, I wanted 10 to 15. It just did not fall my way. Weather was terrible, and I learned a lot about this year. Last year, I learned all the pros of drowning rods. This year, I learned of all the cons because of the weather. All right, Brian. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. You take care. Jeep. I'm not sure if you can use 220s up there, but I know a lot of people 220 them. Johnny, are they greasier than a raccoon? I would think that'd be hard to do, but I can't say it's impossible. Break out the Huffy. That boy. Yeah, next gen. It was tough. It was really tough later in the season. Ruger, that's where I know Dale does it, and a lot of my really good friends, they do more of a long chain setup for beaver trapping. So we'll have, I don't know, maybe Dale can weigh in, like a 10-foot chain on these, and you can make your set in the depth of the water that you want. Well, if the water comes up, if you stake it up high, you can just pull your trap up higher and just follow the water level with that long chain. Versus me, I wasn't able to. Wow, Johnny, that's really greasy. Boy, Ottercat, you're just on a roll tonight. Donald, I'm pretty envious of you. Um, some of those guys are pretty amazing. I'm not sure a lot of those guys care about the whole YouTube and new generation stuff, but man, off camera, I'd love to pick their brains a little bit. Yep, exactly, Dale. And that's the that works really well. My problem was no matter what, I could not check daily. My work schedule was going to have to be every other day. So for me to stay legal, I had to do a drowning setup. Um, I could have made it a little differently to improve it, maybe. But if I ever next year get the chance to trap for a week or two solid every day, you're going to see me having some long chains in there. My buddy Justin Mertens, he's giving me a lot of crap for it. I always flip him crap. You need to go to these drowners. And he's like, no, no, no. Long chains is where it's at. And we battled back and forth, flipping each other crap. And uh, long story short, he's right, I think. Don't tell him I said that. But uh, yeah, they definitely have their place. Really, Johnny. Man. I can't believe I'm getting excited for trapping already. Like, that's just. And it starts November 5th here this year. So we are 5 months and 6 days out, roughly. Mike, you want to shout out? Shout, Mike. Explain yourself a little bit. I'm trying. Excuse me. Sorry. What you got going on, Mike? Wow. I'm gonna drown. Yeah, talk to me, Mike. What's going on, buddy? Share anything you want to. Yeah, Billingsley. It works well. I see a lot of people very successful with it. Um, and it is something I'm gonna be trying more next year. Again, always learning, always improving, always trying to get better. Am I gonna use all of my TS85s that way? Absolutely not. But I'm gonna play with it. Ruger, good question. My best day ever when I caught 134 raccoons in one day. We had a slight rain, like a really heavy mist, slight rain, and it was like low 40s. Uh, and actually, I thought it was going to be too heavy of a rain and we weren't going to catch anything. But it was just by about 80 coon, I was praying for empty traps. No joke. I was hoping for empty traps because there was just so much fur. Um, It got to be a very long day. A very long day. 2 years ago, the first opening day set of my line, I had 132 coon. My buddy Justin Mertens rode with me, and I messed up the camera footage, and there was nothing there. So this year, I plan to catch 100 coon on camera this year opening day, for sure. Huh, interesting, Scout. All right, Jeep fam, you take care, bud. I'm gonna take a look at what you sent me here after a while. Oh, Boxy got somebody. It's been a while since I've had a lot of haters in here. We had that one live that, man, I got crazy for a while, but it's been a little bit. So Johnny starts November 1st. When's everybody else's season start? I know like some states don't actually have seasons, but curious when everybody else is going to start going after them. Dale, I would really like to meet Matt Jones sometime. I own a couple of his videos, but I've never met him in person. Seems like a pretty good dude, though. Hey, Flintlock, how we doing, buddy? I'm Ben's High. Yeah, Ruger, I heard Missouri's getting a new season. There's a lot of confusion here in Iowa. They just passed, I think they passed it. Maybe they haven't even passed it yet, but a lot of these people are talking about the new open season in Iowa for nuisance stuff. And people think they can just go trap year round now. Going to be a lot of people getting in trouble if they do that. I've been trying to spread the word that that's not how it is. Just with this bill, you could legally, that raccoon coming up on your porch, you could legally go out and shoot it. You have a barn full of raccoons, you can go out and take care of them by yourself easily. But some people think you can just go trap a farm just because you want to. Not how it's working. Boxy. I love it. I tell my wife that all the time. She says, no, you're not. October 23rd, Mencken Muskrat. That's awesome. Hey, Evie, how we doing? Speak fluent Appalachian. Oh, that's funny. October 16th, Fox and Coyote. Oh. Third week. Seems like a lot of states start in October. I think we're one of our later seasons. Oh, next gen. It was posted on the Iowa Trappers Talk page that I've shown you before a while ago. Also, I got a buddy that's in legislation. He texts me whenever there's some bills and stuff coming down the line that can affect outdoors. But yeah, it's been a while since I've heard about it, but I've seen some Facebook posts about it. It's not a good thing for us, in my opinion. because you're gonna get some people out there think, oh, I can trap out a season, and I just see it being a mess. Bringing out a lot of people up to no good, just going out for a reason to kill something in a way. Uh, I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see. Yeah, Scab, like here in Iowa, I'm licensed animal damage control, so I can trap year round. If you have a raccoon in your attic, you have them eating your cat food, and here in Iowa, a person does have the right to defend their property, but my understanding is this law makes that more open. Okay, instead of you having to see that raccoon in your house to be able to legally dispatch it, now maybe you could just see it running through your yard and dispatch it. Um, don't quote me on that because I don't know the whole rules with it, but it's going to be interesting. Well, that's good, Mike. Oh shoot, Evie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. That's too bad. Ruger deer season gets in the way. Yeah, I get it. Mm. Yeah, that's got to be hard. That's got to be hard. I'm gonna show this real quick. I don't know why I've never shown this before. I got a couple old traps hanging on the wall here. This is a trap I found probably 15, 20 years ago in a creek. I've never seen teeth on a trap like that. It looks like someone just threw them on there. I mean, this thing has like nothing on it now. No pan. I mean, it's completely falling apart. But another thing I was going to show, for those of you that sit on private ground on crops for coyotes, tractors like to rearrange them pretty good. If you haven't had anything ran over by a tractor, this is what it looks like. Pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, I believe this stuff's banned now, unless it's underwater, which I guess it was underwater, but that's just unneeded. It's terrible, but kind of crazy to see what people had years ago or what they'd come up with. Um, I've seen a variety of things I've stumbled across, but this one is pretty unique. I've never seen anything like that. Yeah, Jeremy, that's crazy. Oh, Dale, thank you. I did not know that. I mean, it's come to look at it, they are crimped on the bottom side here. I don't know if you can see it, but they are crimped on, which is kind of interesting, but pretty wild. Man. think that's probably one of the main reasons I quit trapping private ground for coyotes. Oh yeah, we're done working that field for the year. Cool, I'm gonna go set some coyote traps there. Oh, we decided to disc it up. Yeah, well, I see that now. But I am gonna trap some private ground this year. Hopefully got a good friend of mine coming down. Hopefully chasing his first bobcat this year. So hopefully I can get him on one. Get some private ground mapped out. Be awesome to have him get one. So. Flintlock, I can't say for sure. That's what sucks is I won't know if this pans out until probably late September or the 1st of October. If it pans out, it'd be a dream come true. But I don't know if it will or not. So, gonna go about trapping like I normally would, or plan it out that way, and see what happens. I don't know, Mr. Somebody. I don't think so. It looks like they're set there intentionally. I'll tell you what I should bring in. My I won't do it until I ask him, but a good buddy of mine makes I always called them web jaws. Apparently that's not the name, but you have jaws that go from here up and then to here down. I called them web jaws, but apparently that's just a double jaw. But I always thought double jaws ran parallel to it. A buddy of mine he can weld them on 1.5s, and man, those are wicked. I love those straps. Yeah, OtterCat. That's awesome. Jeffy, I'm in Iowa, and that's about all I'll say. Unfortunately, don't take it the wrong way, but I've already gained myself a little bit of competition this next year because I've shared too much. So, fish on trap repeat. How we doing, buddy? Ooh, the second drink's going good. I should bring in that dog proof that got hit by the mower this year. It's like this big, what's left of it, just a tube all mangled up and destroyed. Scab, if only you knew how stout these were. We're already below the alcohol line of what was poured in here, so. Oh, cool, Evie. Good. I hope you have some good luck. Jeremy, what? Oh, the trap. Yeah, it's out in the shop somewhere. The shop's a mess, and I'll bring it in for one of my lives. Probably my next live. I'll make sure I bring it in here. All right, Dale. Thanks for stopping in and helping out. Your advice is always welcome here, buddy. I do a rum and Pepsi, Jeffy. Just because my wife doesn't like Coke, she likes Pepsi, so that's what I mix my rum with. So Donald, I'm curious, how did you get to meet all these top trappers? That's pretty amazing. Pretty interesting. Blakely's, you missed a lot. Actually, nothing. We're just kind of shooting the crap, bud. Nothing major. Jeffy, I love myself some Bush lattes as well. Uh, just don't drink a whole lot of beer at home, like bowling leagues and out when I'm socially drinking. I will, but boy, scam. Next gen, are you serious? It's not even 10 o'clock, man. I'm up till 11:30 to midnight every night and up at 5. Come on. You've got this. You want 800 Coon next year. You've got this. That's awesome, Flintlock. Um, I know Ottercat had some mink fever, but unfortunately, he's not going to catch any this year. So, trying to get that out of his head. Just don't even worry about it. Oh, it's a lot. So yeah, you're to the east of me then. I'm gonna have to do a video kind of like Next Gen did on my shop. Um, it's a mess right now. Once I get it cleaned up, um, try to improve and to become more efficient on my trap line as well as fur handling. That is something that, you know, okay, so look at Next Gen. I watched his video today on his shop setup, what he has going. He's trapped for a couple years now, but if you go by experience, I've got a lot of years on him. But I learned how, like, I saw his rack for hanging fur, and I thought that's brilliant. I never thought of that. I'm going to attempt to build something like that just because I watched his. There's no age limit or experience level that means you can't learn from, if that makes sense. There's no one with not enough experience for you to learn from. We can all learn from each other, guys, no matter who it is. I don't know how to take that, Jeffy. Dip all the 1.5s. Chad, I thought you were selling me the 1.5s. What the hell, man? Yeah, Blakely's Nebraska will be a good convention, I think. A lot of my friends that go there say it's a really good convention with really good people. That's awesome, Scab. Stacked rock sets. Boxy, if you don't mind, explain your um stacked rock sets. That's awesome, Donald. That is pretty awesome. Oh, okay, Chad. Okay. I'll tell you what, man. I really like that Formula One. I dye all my stuff in Formula One now. It's a little. It sticks to it a lot better than other dyes that I've used. Right out of your living room. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, Blakely's. They actually asked me if I wanted to do a raccoon demo over there this year, and um, unfortunately, we got a wedding planned that weekend too, so I won't be able to make that one. I'm already missing out my wife's one of her. Ooh, that wind really picked up. Missing one of my wife's best friend's weddings for the nationals. Probably should miss another wedding to go to Nebraska. I got you, Scab. I got you. Otter cat. Full Metal Jacket. I like that for a sealer Ruger. I use that on my my snares. OtterCat, actually. That is my lifetime Iowa Trapper membership. It's pretty cool. I actually didn't even buy it myself. This was bought for me by someone who supports what I'm doing. Pretty amazing. I'll never get that back up there right now. Yeah, actually, someone bought it for me, spent $1,000 on the lifetime membership with publication. So I'm pretty humbled by that. Pretty honored. It's pretty cool. Oh, cool, Blakely. That's awesome. Yep, Jeffy, that's what sucks right now. You're not able to take anything in Iowa during animal damage control. You're not allowed to keep any part of that animal, period. Excuse me, fellas. Got to drain the main vein. All right. Okay, Boxy. Interesting. Scab, I know some people that powder coat them and they last forever, but you're looking at a pretty good penny, it sounds like. All right, Evie. Thanks for stopping in. You have a good night. Sorry for your loss, too. That's terrible. Yeah, drop a line for her goat channel, guys. Whoever's got Evie, I can't do it from here. I probably could, but I don't know how to do it from my phone on here while I'm live, so. Stage fright took long enough. No, my stage fright's going to come at the NTA, buddy. I'm literally going to rehearse a demo, which I shouldn't even admit to, but I just don't want to let people down, I guess. I don't want to sound like a fool up there talking. Hey, Chad's got it. Or does Evie have it? Those are two different channels. Chad, you working tomorrow? Yeah, Ruger, here's the weirdest thing about me. And it's really weird, I guess. My wife says it is anyway. I can befriend anybody. You give me a 6-pack of beer, and by the end of that 6-pack, me and whoever I'm drinking with, we're going to become best friends. Pretty much anybody, period. But I am not a people person, which is weird. Oh, you're off tomorrow? Oh, you work tomorrow, then off till Saturday, Chad. Nice. Yeah, I go into work tomorrow. That's technically my holiday tomorrow, so that's my triple time. Uh, Pretty hard to walk away from that kind of money. The Harbor Freight System, okay. Yeah, Blakely's, that's the thing. Like, and I know when I watch demos, I'm scared to death to ask a question. But trying to get people to get involved and ask questions is a huge thing. It's always better, Jeffy. Eric, you're headed out of here. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. No, it's just, boy, that sounded bad. Like I have to drink with somebody. No, but just I can get along with anybody, especially after a couple drinks. When people loosen up. But I can befriend anybody. But yet I'm terrible with crowds. I'm terrible with big groups of people. It just is not my thing. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with sitting in though, Chad. We got a lot of guys that sit in down here, especially right now since we're slow. But oh, I know, Boxy. I'm weird with it. My wife hates it. Otter Cat, your last issue of American Trapper, I seen a guy in an orange shirt with cut off sleeves. You say it was me? Was it? Was it me? I'm curious. Nope, wasn't me. I actually I had a copy of the old American Trapper from last July. Um, I meant to keep the article out of it, and I didn't. And I think my daughter spilled some water on it. But last July, I actually did make they asked me for an article for it. It was pretty humbling, pretty awesome. Uh, but yeah, if you see someone in orange cut off at the NTA, I would assume it would be me. So I'm in the back. What do you mean, AutoCAD? I'm in the back. Oh yeah, Blakely's. I'm in the same boat. Exactly, exactly. Hey Todd, how we doing, man? Good to see you. Yeah, Scab, I thought that too, but if they do pick something bad, I don't want to embarrass them. Yeah, Blakely's. Actually, I was in a. There's a brief glimpse of me in the episode of Trapping Across America with one of A&J's skinning machines. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Ottercat. Yeah. Yep, I seen that. Todd, so what's your plans this coming fall? What are you going after? What are you pursuing? Um, be interesting to see what your plans are, my friend. Yeah, Donald. You're right. I just This is my first time in front of a big crowd. It's my thing. You get me off to the side with 2 or 3 people. I'd love to talk to them, learn from them, everything. But sitting down when people are coming to watch me uh, makes me pretty nervous. It does. I can't lie. Um, Especially when every other demo of that weekend, I'm going to be in the audience watching the other people to learn. So Um, just coming down with things. Hopefully, some people ask some questions and I can help them out. Yeah, I should do that, Blakely. He's like, so I've never caught a raccoon. How can you guys help me out? Oh no, Ruger. Far from a high ruler, my friend. I'll promise you that. Yeah, you're right, Jeremy, but it's different, you know. Um, I can't see 35 faces, so it makes it okay. Long line for mink. That's awesome, Todd. We were actually just talking about mink trapping here a little bit ago. Uh, when can you start up there? I think South Dakota, because I think you're in South Dakota. It's open year round, technically, isn't it? When would be a good start for you? When does your fur prime up enough for you to start trapping up that far north? I would assume mid October. No, Ottercat, not even close. Jeffy, I promise you, it's gonna contribute. Yeah, scab. Yeah, you're right, Blakely's. You're right. Probably double up on him, Ruger. Wow, Todd. So, I guess my question when you go to Oklahoma, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, feel free not to answer this, but are you going to by any chance be trapping like towards the dead pit type things for ranchers? I see some of those guys, they can. That's where a lot of those pictures where you see like 8 or 10 coyotes all within 40 yards of each other. Um, it's amazing. That's amazing the coyote trapping out there. Uh, if you were to get on one of those spots, man, that'd be phenomenal. Foxy pockets, yeah. That seems to be the. I think it'd almost be a toss up here in Iowa. What caught more mink ever, the pocket set or the blind set for mink? I tend in my area to go more towards the blind set because I'm not a good mink trapper to make a pocket set that only catches mink. My pocket sets are going to catch 15 coon before they catch a mink. Um, but that's just mostly because of my skill as a mink trapper is terrible. That's definitely not my strong point. Exactly, Blakely's. Exactly. And that's another reason why I didn't feel very comfortable going out there because, it could change a lot compared to what we have. And I've never been outside the state trapping before, so I have really no right to say anything out there. Only 2 weeks of open water. I was wondering that, Todd, because you guys will freeze up pretty quick. You made boxes target mink. Caught a weasel. Oh, I'm jealous of that weasel. Ooh, scab. Yeah, that would be tough. 500 acres, Jeffy. Yeah. I used to trap a lot of private property, and then when I started going after numbers, I realized it is so much quicker in the road line. For anyone that, if it's legal in your state and you want to produce a number of some kind of fur, the road is the way it is. I used to trap some private ground. I'd throw on hit boots and I'd walk all the way down a creek system, 5, 6, 800 yards. And I still remember one day I caught 9 coon in one day. And I thought, holy crap, this is awesome. It took me 4 hours to go up and down that, checking traps, remaking them, carrying coon back up to the truck because it was muddy, walking back out. And now in 4 hours on a decent line, I'm going to have 30 coon in the truck, just because I can stop, run literally 6 steps off the road, get, dispatch coon, get back in the truck within a minute, and I'm gone again. Makes a huge difference. But I love private ground trapping just because you're out there kind of by yourself. It is pretty awesome. Really, Donald? That's interesting. Yeah, Ruger, exactly. No, I'm pretty excited for the NTA. Um, like we said before, I got that demo I'm doing on Thursday. Then Saturday morning, which is I'm almost more excited about, is doing the Kids Cave demo for dog proofs. Funky Trap Tags, once again, is donating traps to every kid that shows up to my demo at the Kids Cave. I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3 or 4 dog proofs, but every kid that shows up to my demo at the NTA gets free dog proofs. Last year there was 52 kids that showed up, and I think they all got 3, maybe I think it was 3. Might have been 4 dog proofs, but um, that's kind of one of the reasons why when I um, deal with any like how to say it, I try to deal with people that promote trapping. Blakely's, I've seen he promotes a lot of trapping and donates a lot of stuff. Funky's, he's donated a lot of stuff for my demos and such. There's a few people out there that really are here just to help trapping. Um, and then there's a lot of people here that, they're here to make a buck. And I get that too. And it's not a bad thing, but I try to promote the people that are really here to help us. Yeah, Boxy. I love the blind sets from here in Iowa. Just because I can get them funneled down into an area where I know a coon can't go through. If I can get them funneled into an area where only a mink can fit, it's awesome. It is awesome. But and that's the problem here, another flaw in my system is I'll set that crick for a mink, but I'm going to only be in that area for 4 to 5 days because my dryland raccoon line will run dry in 3 to 4 days, maybe 5. So in that time frame, I'm moving, and yeah, that's good odds to catch a mink, but sometimes it takes a couple weeks to catch one in that blind set, and it's a challenge because I want to catch it in that time frame, but I'm not going to leave that mink set there 10 miles from anything else when all my coon line's pulled. Uh, Definitely a flaw in my dryland raccoon line. It dries up fast. You will catch the cream of the crop very quickly, and you have to move on. Versus water, like the mink set, blind set, pocket sets, they will keep producing, and they will produce for a long time. But that's not my system. Oh, cool, Todd. That's awesome. I'll bet you're excited for that trip, man. That's gonna be fun. I'm hopefully planning a trip myself, but we'll see what happens. A lot of time between now and then. That's awesome, Donald. Thorpe suicide set. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't think I've ever heard of that one, to be honest with you. Scab, that's awesome. Yeah, Boxy, I'm the same way. I've never heard of the Thorpe suicide set. Ruger, your wife's excited to see the covered bridges. Where exactly are you going, Ruger? I'm curious now. I didn't know Oklahoma had laws like that. That's kind of crazy. I had a good friend of mine. He went trapping, not in Oklahoma, but somewhere out west there, and he got on one of those cattle lots, and just you see the coyotes lined up one after another. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Hopefully, my trip's gonna be northwest if everything works out well. Really, Todd? That's interesting. No snares, no connies. Huh. Yeah, Blakely's. I seen he had that his educational course this last week. That's pretty cool. Oh, okay, Ruger. Okay, yeah, you. They've got some down there. You're a little ways from me, but yeah, I down south of there. I want to say it was. Yeah, they've got a few things down there. Number two, Victor coil set with a loose jaw against the bridge wall. Okay, Donald. So I got to ask you this before I get off here. Is that trap set perfectly flat? You know, if you've got the round of the culvert, or is that trap pushed up closer with the loose jaw like up the sidewall of the culvert? Um, because I have noticed like some of those square culverts, that loose jaw, like even on the 1.5, that pushes that pan away from the side a little bit. Do you have that loose jaw kind of up the side of that culvert? Oh, AutoCAD, I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it. Oh, cool, Todd. Now, I don't mean to pry into what you're doing, but is that something? Are you going to be going after some beaver down there, or mostly predators? She got it planned out, Ruger. In his mink video, huh? I'm gonna have to take a look at that, Donald. I did not see that. Jeffy, I've never talked to Flair. I never have. All right, help me, admin. Or mods, come on. There we go. Thanks, Mauler. Boxy. Wow. That got crazy. It was just a matter of time before somebody got in here. But no, Jeffy, I've never talked to Flair. Never met him at all. Only allowed 4 otter down there? That's crazy. Boxy, Mauler, Scab. Boy, you guys hammered it. Well done. All right, Todd. Thanks for stopping in. I'm about headed out of here too, buddy. I got to be up at 5, so trying to get a little bit of sleep tonight. Been a long 7-day stretch now. Another 5 days yet to go before Saturday. So yeah, Jeremy, you guys should have like 20 up there. Oh yeah, Jeffy, I know Jay pretty well. Me and him text from time to time. Wow, that's crazy, Blakely's. Is touching the bridge wall or culvert trap should be in an inch of water. Build up the bottom to get the proper. Yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about there, Donald. I've seen some guys that are putting that loose jaw up and out of the water even. Um, it's something I've not really done per se, not intentionally. Uh, but it's interesting. I've had the best luck where they come out of the culvert, get out of the culvert and kind of around that corner to the bank. Right there seems to be my best spot for catching mink. But I'm not a mink trapper either. It's not my strength by any means. Don't worry, Ottercat. I'm gonna beat you anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Bucket sets. I experimented with some buckets, and I'm gonna switch mostly to boxes next year. I like boxes better, and I did do them in January there, and I want to do a lot more for sure next year. So, Jeffy, actually, Trapper J rode with me opening day this year. He's definitely helped me out a lot as far as the filming aspect and things like that. So, um, he's a good dude. He's definitely helped me out quite a bit. So, all right, guys, you take care. Might do a live Friday again. I won't be late because Saturday I got to head up and head to that Southwest Iowa for the trappers get together. Anyone in that neck of the woods should definitely attend. Should be a good time, just talking, trapping, having a good night, and having some fun. So, anyway, thanks, guys. It's a good night, and we'll catch y'all later. So, see ya.